Good night, chat.
How are you just so consistent?
How did Shai Gilgeous Alexander quietly become one of the best players in the NBA? He didn't roar onto the scene, he glided. But while everyone was watching flashier stars, Shai was breaking Michael Jordan's records, leading the league in scoring, and dropping 4 50-point games in one season.
Basket looking to distribute. Finds Shai. Shai steps back on the...
Something only 12 players in NBA history have done, and still, he hardly made headlines. So, how did this calm, confident Canadian climb into MVP conversations, top Kevin Durant's franchise marks, and lead OKC to a 15-game win streak in the Western Conference Finals?
Shai Gilgeous Alexander, and he's so crafty with the basketball. My goodness.
What moment proved to you that he wasn't just rising, he'd arrived? Don't miss out on hitting subscribe for more game-changing stories like this one, and get ready to rethink what it means to be a superstar. Did you know that Shai Gilgeous Alexander wasn't always seen as a future MVP? Coming out of Hamilton, Ontario, he wasn't a household name like many American prospects, but things changed fast. At Kentucky, he showed flashes of his versatile game, especially in the second half of his freshman season, learning from mistakes and improving rapidly. That mindset followed him into the NBA. Drafted 11th overall in 2018, he started quietly with the Clippers, even battling Golden State in a tough rookie postseason. His performance impressed veterans, and his work ethic got noticed by Chris Paul later in OKC. SGA's footwork, pace control, and deceptive movement became his signature. His ability to get to the line or find space mid-range isn't flashy, but it's deadly effective. As he put it, "I just work hard, keep my head down, and be true to who I am." There's something special about that humble confidence, don't you think? What stood out to you most about his early growth, his skills, mindset, or background? Every great story has a beginning, and for SGA, it started with the belief in himself before anyone else believed. When SGA joined the Thunder in 2019, it was part of the deal that sent Paul George to the Clippers. Many didn't realize it then, but OKC was getting a future franchise leader. The Thunder were rebuilding, yet Shai made his mark fast. In 2020, he hit a game winner against the Hornets, then dropped a career-high 42 points on the Spurs in 2021. His growth was clear: more scoring, more control, more poise. Unfortunately, a plantar fascia tear cut that season short, but setbacks didn't stop him.
The Oklahoma City Thunder, 5 years, $172 million.
In August 2021, he signed a 5-year, $172 million extension, a massive vote of confidence. That winter, he beat his former Clippers team with a buzzer-beating 3 and recorded a triple-double days later. He earned his first NBA Player of the Week award after averaging 27.5 points, 6.3 rebounds, and 7.0 assists in late December. Injuries sidelined him again in March 2022, but his averages kept climbing. From a solid contributor, he had become OKC's engine. Isn't it wild how one trade can shift a whole career? The Thunder believed in SGA, and he gave them every reason to. Heading into the 2023-24 season, Shai was respected, but not feared like a true superstar. That changed quickly. On November 8th, he dropped 43 points on Cleveland, shooting 15 of 22 and hitting 12 of 13 free throws. Just days later, he had 28 points and a career-high 7 steals against San Antonio, notching his 5th straight game with 25 points on 55% shooting, a Thunder record. Then came a 40-point explosion in overtime against Golden State, followed by a game winner versus Denver in December. His production never dipped. By January 25th, he was named a Western Conference All-Star starter, a major recognition of his elite play. On March 12th, he posted 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists against the Pacers, his 48th 30-point game, breaking Kevin Durant's franchise record. Behind Shai's leadership, OKC won 57 games, topping the Western Conference for the first time since 2013. He finished second in MVP voting and earned All-NBA first-team honors. No longer just a rising star, he was elite, like what you see. Subscribe and tap the bell to stay in the loop. If you thought SGA had peaked, think again. In the 2024-25 season, he was unstoppable. On November 11th, he scored a career-high 45 points against the Clippers, adding 9 assists, 5 steals, and 2 blocks. He tied that mark on December 26th versus the Pacers, going 11 for 11 from the free throw line and shooting 68% from the field. In December, he averaged an NBA best 33.3 points and led OKC to a 12-1 record, earning back-to-back Player of the Month honors. The Thunder hit their stride, with Shai leading them to a 15-game win streak, setting a new franchise record. Then came the fireworks, a 54-point game on January 22nd, followed by 52 and 50-point outings just a week apart. He became just the 9th player in NBA history with 3 50-point games in 7 games. Can you believe he dropped 4 50-point games in one season? Only 12 players in league history have done that, and by March, he became the fastest player in OKC history to hit 10,000 points, surpassing Durant again. Quiet domination, loud results. By March 2025, Shai's dominance was impossible to ignore. On March 25th, he scored 32 points in his 65th consecutive 20-point game, breaking another record held by Durant. He didn't just lead OKC, he led the entire NBA in scoring, becoming the first Canadian to ever do it. He posted 75 games with at least 20 points, 49 with 30, 13 with 40, and 4 with 50. He broke Michael Jordan's record for the most consecutive 20-point games in league history, 72 straight. He also joined legends like Jordan, Wilt, Oscar Robertson, Kareem, and James Harden as players who've averaged 30-plus points for 3 straight seasons. That's a Hall of Fame company, no question. And yes, he won the MVP, beating out Jokic, Giannis, and Luka Doncic. Only Steve Nash had done it before as a Canadian. He became the 6th player ever to put up 10 30-point, 5-assist playoff games in one run, joining Jordan and LeBron on that rare list. Shai's regular season was special, but the playoffs cemented his legacy. In round 1, he dropped 38 points in a Game 4 win to sweep Memphis. Then came the battle with Denver. In Game 1, he had 33 points and nearly a triple-double. In Game 2, he exploded for 34 points in just 3 quarters. He followed that with 31 points in Game 5 and 35 in Game 7, a blowout win that sent OKC to the Western Conference Finals. Against Minnesota, he was even better. In Game 2, he tied his playoff career high with 38 points.
Clock and game clock. Gilgeous Alexander with 3-pointer. Knocks it down!
In Game 4, he topped that, scoring 40 points with 9 rebounds and 10 assists. He led OKC to a 3-1 lead, and after winning in 5, he was named Western Conference Finals MVP unanimously. Do you think this was the most impressive playoff run by a guard since prime Steph or Wade? The numbers, the leadership, the clutch. He had it all. He joined the NBA's elite not just in stats, but in moments. He became the face of a franchise chasing greatness. There's a parallel between Steve Nash and SGA that's hard to ignore. Both were seen as late bloomers. Both relied more on skill, footwork, and IQ than size or athleticism. And both became MVPs. Nash once said, "He's probably my favorite player to watch. He's phenomenal." That says everything. SGA was mentored early by Chris Paul, admired by teammates for his practice intensity, and praised by coaches for his character and discipline. He didn't just have talent, he worked hard for every bit of his success. His ability to create space, draw fouls, and manipulate pace, that's his weapon. It's not flashy, it's surgical. Canada's basketball scene has exploded. From Rick Fox and Bill Wennington to today's wave of lottery picks, the growth is remarkable. As Nash put it, our kids believe they're as good as anybody. From overlooked to undeniable, Shai Gilgeous Alexander's journey redefines what greatness looks like. With surgical precision and humble dominance, he shattered records, silenced doubt, and led OKC back to glory. He didn't need flash, just footwork, belief, and relentless consistency. An MVP, a leader, and a Canadian icon, SGA has arrived, and he's not done yet. Love stories of quiet greatness? Subscribe and drop a comment. When did you know Shai was elite? We're just getting started with legends like this.